Hi fans, it's time to play some ball. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Tommies and the Tommy Show tonight. Apologies to the Kermit the Frog and the Muppet Show for boarding the open lines. It is opening night in the ACAA. Your host, St. Thomas Tommy Women, hosting the UNBSJ Seawolves. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching Tommy's TV on YouTube. Pleased to be bringing you this one. Just about to get the starting lineups. First for the Seawolves. 3 is Jenny Cripps, a fourth-year guard at a Miramichi. 6 is Brenna McKenzie, third-year guard at a Hantsport, Nova Scotia. 12 is Laura Prekai, a third-year guard out of Mississauga, Ontario. 14 is Ainsley Green, 5'10" forward out of Perth Andover in southern Victoria. And a 6-foot forward out of St. John and St. Malachy's High. Wearing number 20 is Avery Allward. Time now to meet your Tommies. Introducing the non-starters first. Meeting everybody here. 5, Brianna Bartley. 6, Catherine Quinlan. 8, Regan Kerr, your non-starters. 10, Ella Delorme. 11, Mackenzie Geisbrecht, the number 11. Claudia Steves, 12. Michaela Hansen, 14. Caden Scriver, 15. Marley Olton, 20. And Nashaya Brooks wearing number 23. They are the non-starters scratched out of that group tonight. 10, Ella Delorme. 15, Caden Scriver. And 23, Nashaya Brooks. Starters for the Tommies, number 4 is Kylie Roy, via UPI at St. Malachy's High School. Katie Vidito, third-year forward, 6 foot out of Charlottetown and Charlottetown Rural. Sussex and Sussex High, number 9, guard Alyssa Jeffrey. From the Maryland and Fredericton High School, 5'8" guard, second year, outstanding rookie last season, Paige LeBlanc. And the 21cc engine, number 21, Charlie Connors, third year out of FHS, 5'9", 5'10" post, starts for Coach Fred Connors. Time now for the national anthem. Be right back as soon as we have the anthem. Officials for this game, Mr. Adam Humphrey, crew chief Mr. Dave Gallagher, and Miss Chantal Rochon. They are the 3 charged with making sure all goes according to Hoyle. Be laying down the law and order in this one. Tommy's last season 9-9, 6-3 at home. Seawolves 4-14. Both teams lost in the quarterfinals. Achilles heel last season for the Seawolves. Shooting, particularly from beyond the arc. We'll talk about the game these teams played just last weekend right here on this court at the Ken Gould as the game goes on. Stu won that one. SJA Bit of trouble putting the ball in the basket, but we're playing for real this time. On to the regular season. What happened last weekend doesn't matter. You're going to see the rotations for both these teams a little bit different. Outside for Vedito, first shot of the game is through. That's a triple for Katie Vedito. Vedito, I believe, poised for a breakout season here with the Tommies on the scoring front. Cripps to Allward down low. Allward spin move off glass and scores two. That's the way you use the window. 3-2 Tommies. Early going. We played just under a minute. Only game on the schedule tonight. More getting underway, of course, this weekend across the ACAA. Jeffrey misses from the baseline, but Roy is working for the loose ball. Back around for Laura Prekai. An 8-second violation. That's good pressure from the Tommies. Roy, Jeffrey, and Charlie Connors forcing the turnover there. Tommies 14 on the shot clock as they inbound for Roy. Doesn't need that. Only took about a second as Kylie Roy scores two. That game played last weekend. It was the Tommies doubling up the Seawolves 62-31. Seawolves had 3 quarters where they did not reach double digits, including both in the second half. Shot 1 for 14 from beyond the arc. Tough percentage there. Overall shooting percentage only 23. It's going to be a foul on Mackenzie as Kylie Roy will go to the line. Leading the Seawolves in scoring, Grace Collins with 8. Ainsley Green had 7. Laura Prekai also with 7. Lorena Prekai and Jenny Cripps 4 rebounds apiece to lead the Seawolves. For the Tommies, it was Katie Vedito with 15. Charlie Connors 13 and Michaela Hansen 9. Brianna Bartley had 10 boards. Katie Vedito added 6. And Mackenzie Geisbrecht had 7 rebounds as well. Tommies 7 of 23 from beyond the arc. That's a 30 percentage points. It's your game last weekend, but again, it doesn't matter here. Tommies out to a 6-2 lead early. Prekai on the dribble. Inside for Allward. Allward doesn't use the window that time, just straight up and down for Avery Allward. Allward, no doubt, can score. Benito tees up another triple. Front rim that time, nice soft-looking shot. Allward corrals the carom on a couple bounces. Cripps for Allward. Looking inside, taken away by Paige LeBlanc, off for Katie Vedito. There's Britta McKenzie with the steal off the leg of Roy, and Roy corrals it before it gets out of bounds. Little confusion on the pass there. Kylie Roy expecting a cutter that didn't cut. .6-4 Tommies. We played about 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Inside for Allward again. Her third bucket of the game makes it 6-6. Seawolves going to the size of Allward regularly. Jump ball called. Tie up will go over to the Seawolves as the Tommies controlled the opening tap. Full reset on the shot clock. Look at this Tommy team. One thing they may be not big on is size. Vedito brings the most length at 6 feet. Then you're down to Connors. You look at this the St. John team, 3 6-footers, one in the starting lineup here. Tommies will need to look after the boards. There's Connors. Charlie Connors will be a big part of that, looking after the boards. We're going to have a foul here on Connors. Tommy's first. Subs in, this is Bartley and Hansen. In for Connors and LeBlanc. Bartley looking much more comfortable with the speed of the ACAA this season. Really settled in late last season. Or Prekai sends that one out of bounds over to STU. Back rim shot from Bartley. Spin move by McKenzie. Blocking foul on Brianna Bartley. Bartley's first, Tommy's second. 6-6, we played an even 4 minutes. 2 Tommy fouls, 1 SJ foul. Checking in for the Seawolves. 7 is Maddie Baker, 8 is the rookie Lorena Prekai out of Mississauga, Ontario. I was really impressed with the activity level from Lorena last weekend. Certainly no hesitation in her game whatsoever. Great speed. Off the miss, the Tommies. Front court. Bartley, tough catch for Roy. Vedito, Jeffrey. Into the post for Hansen, knocked away by Green. Jeffrey on the drive, fouled by Maddie Baker. Baker, third-year guard out of Oxford, Ontario. Sends Alyssa Jeffrey to the line. Jeffrey, 65% free throw shooter last year. About 6.5 points, 3.5 boards a game, thereabouts for Alyssa last ACAA season. Claudia Steves in for Kylie Roy. Jeffrey good on the first. And the second. Puts the Tommies up 2. We approach the halfway mark of the first quarter. Benito again tries, make it 2 for 3. That rainbow. Good start for Katie Vedito. 6 points here in the first quarter, not halfway through. Toes in the Tulips are right in front of the SJ bench. It's got a ball over to the Tommies. Regan Kerr will check in for Stu, the next chance. Ainsley Green rips the rebound down on the Kylie Roy miss. Pardon me, the Alyssa Jeffrey miss. Kylie Roy's on the bench. Allward, tough catch against Hansen. Allward's already got 6. Oh, almost 8 there. Rebound Green. Lorena Prekai on the dribble, back up top for Allward. Thinking about the 3 and it's going to travel. Regan Kerr in for the Tommies and timeout, UNBSJ. Good opportunity to mention where you can find all your information on these teams. League website, acaa.ca, all your sports there. Click on basketball, sports, women basketball. Find out everything going on there. You get this weekend's schedule along with all the stats. That's where I get all my information from. Or you can go to gotommies.ca for everything Tommies. And howlwiththewolves.ca, new website this season for the Seawolves. Follows a similar format as the Stu website does, and I'm enjoying having a new place to go to get Seawolves info. So thanks for that. Lots going on this weekend. This is the only game tonight as mentioned. The men will go same schools at 8 tomorrow. Crandall and MSVU. That's a 2 and 4 o'clock, women and men. UKC and Holland also 2 and 4. And Sunday, Mount Allison and MSVU at 1 and 3. That gets everybody started. Here on opening weekend, and in fact, the Mystics play twice. A couple opportunities at home to put a couple W's on the board for the Mystics this weekend. See themselves visually out front. A little advantage there off a couple home games. Be leading the pack out of the gate if they can win them both. Steves for Kerr. Little pressure from Maddie Baker. Kerr forced to pick up the dribble, needs help, finds Bartley. Going to be a backcourt on Bartley, well defended by Lorena Prekai. Make Bartley really have to go all the way back to get that ball. Catch by Baker. No good off the drive. Rebound for Steves. Off to Michaela Hansen, ahead for Regan Kerr. Bartley in the post against Kate Griffin. Little block there for Griffin, I think, on the Bartley attempt. Jenny Cripps for Avery Allward. Allward, little runner, tries off the glass that time. Into the hands of Charlie Connors. Connors dribbles, now ahead for Steves. Through the fingertips of Steves. Steves at a Holy Heart High in St. John's. Another rookie who has shown a lot of moxie here in the early going. Several of them on SJ, several on Tommy's as well, who don't come out of the gate here, at least in last weekend's tournament, looking like rookies. Bartley for Roy, Connors in the post. Up top for Hansen. Hansen for Bartley. Bartley for Kerr. Kerr's a shooter. That one blocked. Again by Kate Griffin. Good jump in by Roy on Maddie Baker. Nearly forced the turnover. Jenny Cripps makes a three. Pulls the Seawolves within 2 of the Tommies. 3 minutes to go, just under, here in the first quarter. There's another turnover into the hands of the Seawolves. Off for Lorena Prekai. Cripps maybe thought about another one. Instead, going low post for Allward. And have a foul here on Regan Kerr on the hold. That gets Paige LeBlanc off the bench for Coach Connors. First-year coach Morignon of the Seawolves has to be happy what she's seeing here. 2-point game, chance to tie. We move to the latter stages of the first quarter. Quickly after the last contest. Three-pointer back rim. Rebound Roy. How hard Lorena Prekai is making Kylie Roy work. Bring that ball up the court. Tommies, of course, are hosting nationals here this season. They'll be in the parking lot, or across the parking lot. They won't be in the parking lot. They'll be across the parking lot in the Curry Center. Beautiful facility there to host a national tournament. Love the games here in the LB gym, but you got a facility like that, that's where you're going to hold nationals. And thanks to UNB for the cooperation there. That goes in early March. Tommies, of course, will want to go through the front door with the conference championship, but they're guaranteed to be there regardless. A lot of motivation this year for this Tommy team, hosting here at home. Connors to the floor. That's going to be a jump ball called. It's going to stay with STU this time. 1:40 to go in a 2-point game. Down low for Connors. Connors on the drive. Up off glass and scores 2 on Avery Allward. Charlie Connors will need to be a factor on the score sheet and on the defensive end, particularly on the boards for STU this year, for them to have success. Does have the size, ability to shoot from outside and play the post. Out of bounds off of Cripps. Good attempt there. And good sportsmanship by Kylie Roy to help up Cripps. Alyssa Jeffrey back in for Regan Kerr. Tommy's up 4 and the ball. Brianna Bartley in for Kylie Roy. Important defensive possession here early in the season, early in the game for the Steelwolves. Want to stay here within a possession or two of the Tommies going to first quarter break. Played really well all quarter to get yourself there. Paige LeBlanc, oh, the three-pointer rimmed out. Prekai with the dribble. Finds Maddie Baker. Outside Cripps, fakes on Bartley, drives, gets contact from Paige LeBlanc on the block. Foul on the floor. Fresh 14 on the shot clock. Ava Sprague in for UNBSJ. Sprague logged a lot of minutes here last weekend. Sprague out of Fredericton High School. So playing in front of family here tonight at home in her regular season debut for the Seawolves. Forward. In trouble, needs to get the ball out of there and get out of the paint. It's a shot put up off the side of the backboard, rebound by Connors. You wanted a better shot attempt that trip from the Seawolves' perspective. Bartley finds a seam to the bucket, can't get the lefty lay-in to drop. Off for Sprague. Final 10 seconds of quarter one. First game of the ACAA season. Little underhand scoop shot by Kate Griffin. Maybe rushed it just a tad. Steal by Sprague. 13-9 STU. The end of the first quarter. Coach Connors out. Talk to Alyssa Jeffrey here before joining the team in the huddle. Little instruction on they want to do in those final plays there, get everybody on the same page. Lots happening, Tommy Athletics, this weekend and upcoming. Give you a little rundown. Of course, men's basketball comes after this one here. Tomorrow, volleyball gets underway, Saturday the 26th. The women, 3 o'clock versus Mount St. Vincent. Men, 5 o'clock versus St. Anne in a rematch of last year's final game in which the Tommies won. Sunday, 11 o'clock, women's volleyball versus USTA. Men, Sunday, 1 o'clock, also versus USTA. Be right here at the LB Gym. I'll have those on Tommy's TV. Women's hockey, they're home tonight, 7 o'clock at the Grant Harvey Center versus Mount A. They go on the road tomorrow. Big game against St. FX and Antigonish before being home. And a couple more big games to UDM next Friday at the Grant Harvey at 7. And cross-campus rival UNB next Saturday the 2nd at 7. Men's soccer. They play tomorrow. Medavie Blue Cross Stadium in Moncton. Crandall Chargers hosting the ACAA tournament. 3:30 start versus MSVU in the semifinals. Sunday, the final should STU advance, they would play the winner of St. John and Kings in a 3 o'clock start, also at Medavie Blue Cross Stadium. Check out gotommies.ca for your results there. How about that men's soccer team? Draw in the first game at home of the season. Reeled off 11 straight wins since then, the last 10 via shutout. That soccer team hosting CCA Nationals right here at home, the Grand Harvey Turf, November 6th to 9th. And they are ranked 4th in the country behind Humber, Northern Alberta Institute of Technology, and Vanier. Back to live action here. That's a lot going on in your Tommies. Took up a whole break between quarters. Score inside for Bailey Henderson. We're back to a 2-point game. Tommies start this quarter. Jeffrey, LeBlanc, Hanson, Bartley, and Connors. That's for Hanson. Seawolves, Cripps, Henderson. 8 is Lorena Prekai. 10 is Kate Griffin. And 9, who is just tying up the sneaker, putting a knot in the Nikes, is Ava Sprague. Seawolves can tie with a bucket on this trip. There's Henderson looking to give them the tie. That one was wide. Henderson out of Miramichi. 4th year, 5'9" forward. 10 points, nearly 11 points actually, and nearly 8 boards last year for Henderson in the Seawolves jersey. Score inside for the Tommies and Charlie Connors. Live stats are active for this one, so I'd like to give you some updates in the past and what's going on. Pick up live stats here as we move forward in the game. Travel violation on the Seawolves. Tommy's up 4, get the ball back. Feel free to give us a shout out if you're watching from away. Always happy to have those watching from afar. Give us a shout out. Players involved here from, you can say, all the way across the country. Certainly Ontario to Newfoundland on the rosters here. Another score for the Seawolves, and we're back to a 2-point game. There's Charlie Connors. Vedito tries another 3. Rebound Bartley. Vedito 2 for 4 from behind the arc. It's a foul on Henderson, battling in the post against Connors. Bailey Henderson, part of the Miramichi Hurricanes squad in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association this past season. What a debut in the league that team made. What a fun time that is in Miramichi, taking in the Maritime Women's Association. Folks, you don't know about that league, look it up. There's some players from the ACAA there, and certainly a number of players with the Tommies are out for some workouts with the Freeze this year. Connors, Hanson among those players. Ava Sprague with the one-handed runner. Ties us at 15. Played just about 3 minutes here. First regular season points for Sprague. Pretty little running one-hander. Foul called on Lorena Prekai. St. John contingent here in the stands. Thought that was clean. Tough to tell from my angle. It's going to send Jeffrey back to the line. Jeffrey puts the Tommies up 1. And 2. Nice soft-looking shot there from Alyssa. Catch by Cripps for Lorena Prekai. Cool under pressure with the Seawolves that time. Fake by Prekai, shot, back rim, rebound Roy. Bartley for Connors behind the arc. Oh, that 3 was in and out for Charlie Connors. Somehow Jeffrey sneaks out of the pack with that ball. That's Connors in the post against Henderson. Nice double from Ava Sprague, but picks up a foul for the efforts. A couple of products of Fredericton High School there, and Sprague and Connors in the Kevin Daly program. Charlie Connors, an outstanding free throw shooter. 86% last season. 9.5 points, 6 boards a game for Connors in 2023. And looking to better that. Here comes KQ, Kathleen Quinlan. Another product of Holy Heart High in St. John's, Newfoundland. Shout out if you're watching from the Rock. Pleased to have you along. Be the voice of the Tommies once again this season. Pass inside for Griffin. Lorena Prekai on the take. It goes down. It's going to be an opportunity for the and 1. Going to be a foul on Kylie Roy. First year guard on a Mississauga here. Opportunity to move the Seawolves within a point. Benito forced to pick up the dribble and taken away is Kate Griffin. Ava Sprague, fancy dribble, has Griffin in the corner. Likes to run some offense. Being inside for Allward, a little too much mustard on the hot dog that time for Avery Allward. Couldn't control the pass. It's a little too hard. Timeout taken, this one by the Tommies. They want to talk things over. Coach Connors says, hey, we're only up 1. Beat this team by 31 here last weekend on our own court. Let's talk about some things here. Let's get it rolling. Good opportunity if I can get the phone going here to look up the live stats. Seawolves, 8 of 20 for 40%. The Tommies, 5 of 19. Stu, though, 2 of 8 from behind the line, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, only 1 of 1. And that was Prekai for the Seawolves. So the free throw shooting, major factor in this one. Tommies shooting, the Seawolves shooting a much better percentage than Stu, 40 to 26 thus far. 10 turnovers for the Seawolves, 7 for the Tommies. Rebound Stu's plus a couple there as well. Assists are close, fouls close. Bench points 9-0 in favor of UNBSJ to this point. Individual stats, Avery Allward with 6. Lorena Prekai 5, Cripps 3, Sprague 2, Henderson 2. For Stu, Vedito 6, Connors 6, Jeffrey 6, and Roy 3. Make up your 19 Tommy points. Make that 9 for Vedito. There's another behind the arc. 3 of 5 for the sharp shooter from the island. And big thanks to Katie's parents for the special delivery here a little care package from PEI where I used to live for about 10 years or so. And shout out as well to Katie's grandparents or grandmother watching from Ontario. Here you're enjoying the broadcast. Thanks for tuning in. Always great to bring it to you. Tommies push the lead to 6. Back inside for Allward. There's going to be another foul on Kylie Roy. That's going to be Roy's second. Nope, not going to go on Kylie Roy. It's going to go on Kathleen Quinlan. Kylie, I take that all back. Quinlan's first. Roy remains with 1. Avery Allward makes from the free throw line. 4:44 to go here in the first. Said it before, but an important stretch of the game again for the Seawolves. They can close this half, stay within a couple possessions. Have to be pretty happy with that. Bartley has it knocked out by Ava Sprague. See the Spragues in the front row at floor level for the most part. A couple in the back row as well. Just pretty much straight across from my broadcast position. Sprague with a block on Kylie Roy. Bartley comes away. 10 on the shot clock. Jump ball possession to the Tommies. Jump balls possession alternates between the teams, and you have to remember that the start of a quarter or half where there's an inbound play, that counts as one of those alternating possessions. Connors, little reverse lay-in, give her Connors 8. Good start for Connors, and the Tommies up 6. Deflected out of bounds by STU with some pressure. The element that Quinlan will bring off the bench. Some good pressure in the forechecking end, we'll call it, to borrow a hockey term. Tommy women's hockey open tonight. Important stretch of games from there. Allward again off the side of the backboard. Need to get under control there, pick a good shot. Connors fakes, get Allward in the air. Make it 10 for the 21cc engine of the Tommies. Charlie Connors scores 2. Lead up to 8. Allward outside for Cripps beyond the arc. Back rim, rebound to Connors. Ahead for Vidito. Score here really puts the Tommies up. Jump ball, this one will go to SJ. Paige LeBlanc will check in. Ainsley Green in as well, and also Alyssa Jeffrey. The Tommies are in their green and golds tonight, the Seawolves in the white jerseys. Usually a convention in the first half. That first game of the weekend, the road team wears the light colored jersey and the home team dark, and that usually switches in the second half of the season, second semester, a winter semester. I believe is how they work that. Not sure why that's there, but I believe that's the convention at least. Foul on the Tommies on the reach in. That's going to go on Charlie Connors. Connors is second. Decision here for Coach Fred. Leave Charlie in with the 10 points and the 8-point lead, or get Charlie out, avoid that third foul this half. There's Connors, backs away on the defenses not to pick up the foul and collects the rebound. Dribbles to the front court. Down on the court. Connors kicks it to Quinlan. Quinlan into traffic, now back out for the shooter. That one rattles through and down for Jeffrey. Lead that was 1 is suddenly 10 for STU. Good close to the quarter for the Tommies. They're forcing the ball. I thought they forced another turnover, but it's Allward down low. Seawolves really haven't gotten good looks, and there's another turnover as Allward had the feet going before the ball was down. Strike up the Spotify playlist, get that traveling music going. Gonna find out what Avery Allward likes to listen to. Timeout, Seawolves. Another look at your leading scores for the Seawolves. It's Allward with 8. Lorena Prekai with 5 for the Tommies. Connors has got 12, not 10, and Katie Vedito has 9. Connors also 6 rebounds. Excellent first half for Connors. They'd be pretty good stats to have at the end of the game, and in fact, pretty close to the stat line Connors had for games last season on average, if I recall correctly. Just let me look at my sheet. Yeah, 9 points, 6 rebounds. The Connors already in the first half exceeding last year's average in points and tied with the rebound statistic. Tommy's outscoring the Seawolves 18-11 in this quarter. Stretch that lead out to 11. And the Tommies now 10-27, the Seawolves 8-24, so the shooting percentages have evened out, and in fact slight edge to the Tommies at this point. They weren't the last time I looked at those stats during the game. Hansen with 5 to shoot, one-hander. That one rolls through for Michaela Hansen. There is Ava Sprague. Nice dish from Sprague to Ainsley Green for the lay-in. Green on that rebound, off for Sprague. High post for Allward. Sprague, baseline's got room. Little shot put attempt there from Ava Sprague, come up short. Final minute of play, first half. Opening game of the ACAA season. Allward with the knockaway. Laura Prekai down to the floor, jump ball. This one should be STU. Yes, it is. Kylie Roy will check back in for the Tommies. In for Kathleen Quinlan. Rachel Farwell, a little discussion with Ainsley Green. What an addition to the Seawolf sideline is Farwell, former U Sport national champion with TMU. Outstanding player in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Not that far removed from her playing career, only a year or so. If that, might even been last season that Farwell wrapped up the post-secondary career. Timeout, Tommies. Coach Connors to draw something up here. Tommies plus 11 as they've surged here in the final 4 minutes or so of this opening quarter. Seawolves are right there in a 1-point game. Just haven't got good shots since, really. Well, the Tommies shots have started to drop. Kylie Roy into the paint. Late shot clock situation. Tommies out of the timeout, don't get a shot. Substitution into the game for the Tommies. Lindsay Geisbrecht, number 11. Prekai for Allward, low post. Allward footwork, off glass, too strong. That one's going away from the bucket. Want those post moves, you want to be going back to the bucket if you can, not going away. Jeffrey blocked, but fouled at the same time by Laura Prekai. 8.7 on the clock. It'll send Jeffrey to the line again. Chance to build on the Tommies' lead. Under coming up after this one, Tommy men and the Seawolves. They played a 1-point overtime game in the Ken Gould, again, just a week ago, not even, right here on this court. And take a really good game to beat that one as maybe the best game of the year. That's a lot to say about a preseason meaningless, in the standings at least, game in the Ken Gould, that it might go as the best game of the year here in the gym. But we'll see. Hopefully we can get another dandy like that one in the men's contest. Lots of good action to come in the women's game. So as the Tommies up 13 and the clock expiring at the end of the half. No shot there, that'll do it. 35-22 STU. Take a 15-minute break. I'll be back just a little before that to go over your first half scores. Hi fans, welcome back to the LB Gym for the second half. About 2 minutes away. I'm Bill Gibson, you're watching coverage of ACAA women's basketball host Tommies. Up 35-22 over the visiting Seawolves from UNBSJ. Only the game on the schedule this evening, as it is the lid lifter. Seems to be a tradition that STU has. You get the opening Friday night the last number of years here in the conference. We've got the team stats. Seawolves 22 points on 9 of 27 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 3 of 3 from the line, 12 turnovers, 12 rebounds, and 9 points off the bench. The Tommies 35 points on 11 of 30, that's 37%, 4 of 12 from behind the arc. Vedito has 3 of those, 9 of 10 from the free throw line, so they're getting there a lot more than SJ. Only 8 turnovers, 20 rebounds, so they're out rebounding the Seawolves as well. Assists are even at 5, 2 bench points for the Tommies. Individual stats, the leaders for SJ. Allward has 8 on 3 of 10 shooting. Lorena Prekai 5 on 2 of 4. Jenny Cripps 3 points. Ava Sprague 2 points. Bailey Henderson 2 points. Ainsley Green 2 points for Stu. Charlie Connors 12 points on 5 of 7 shooting, 6 rebounds as well. Katie Vedito 3 of 5 from beyond the arc, 3 of 6 overall for 9 points. Alyssa Jeffrey has 9, including 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Kylie Roy 3 and Michaela Hansen 2. Just in time to start Q3. The Seawolves ball as we start out here. Britta McKenzie, Kate Griffin, Jenny Cripps, Ainsley Green, and Avery Allward, the starting 5 in the white jerseys for the Seawolves. For the Tommies, Roy, Jeffrey, Vedito, LeBlanc, and Connors inside for Allward. Oh, that's a layup you got to make. It's an easy one inside for Allward, and she knows it. Pulled the string a little bit there on the shot. Paige LeBlanc can't make them pay for it that time. McKenzie with a push to the corner pass. Deflected out by Vedito. Stu women's hockey getting underway up the hill at Grant Harvey Center. Right about now can join Brad Janes on the call for that one on Atlantic University Sport AUS TV if you're so inclined to check that out for a bit. Come on back here for basketball. This game and the men's game that will follow will be right here for you. Do encourage you to watch as much Tommies action as you can if you're a Tommies fan. Left short that time by Griffin. It'll clean up the garbage shot there for Ainsley Green. Brings the Seawolves back within 11. Connors, low post, Vedito. Vedito room to operate. Little one-hander, rimmed out. Allward collects a carom and it's off to Brenna McKenzie. Allward, low post. Hanging on the ball a long time in there is Allward. That's back outside for Cripps. Cripps was wide to the right. Off the rebound, Tommies front court. Run a little offense here. Now 10 to shoot as Connors catches far side. Not a great shot there for the Tommies. Lots of time to work that back out. Allward on the attack, little pivot move. That one's going in the right direction. Toward the boards, off the window with a little kiss. There is Connors out for LeBlanc. Into the post for Jeffrey. That's a good shot for Connors there. Squared up, a little better look at it than last trip. out of the high post. Going to work against Connors. Offensive foul as stepping in was Kylie Roy. Certainly a lot of contact there. Not sure Roy had established that quite. The only opinion that matters is that of Mr. Humphrey on that one. Knows the rules better than I and laid down the law that time. Part of that issue, though, is the length of time it takes that play to develop. Kathleen Quinlan, 6, has checked in for Stu. There is Jeffrey. Sneaks one over the front of the rim. Little four-wheel drive over the top and down for Alyssa Jeffrey. Shot from the outside is drained by Kate Griffin. LeBlanc thought about trying to answer. Instead, it's knocked away by Brenna McKenzie into the hands of McKenzie. A little spin move off for Cripps. Cripps for Griffin. 10 to shoot now for the Seawolves. There's Allward. High post. Again, Allward with the long hold. Now he's going to dribble a little bit. Allows Quinlan to get in. Now we're late. 1 second shot clock. Claudia Steeves in for Stu. Stu up 8, 37-29. I mentioned it's warm in here today. The gym is at least as warm as it was last weekend. Quinlan beyond the arc. That one, a lot of rim, a lot of glass, and down through for KQ. Puts the Tommy lead back to 11. Jump ball possession, Tommies. That'll be our first one this quarter. Seawolves had it to open. Quinlan leads Connors just a little too much with the pass. Ava Sprague in for Brenna McKenzie. Kylie Roy in for Alyssa Jeffrey. Griffin for Sprague. For Cripps. Looking back for Sprague, but it's the long arms of Claudia Steeves who got a piece of that one. Interesting matchup here. Sprague and Steeves, a couple rookies. Sprague with a catch on the outside. Back rim shot. Allward had a hand on the rebound, but it's Charlie Connors out of the pack on the dribble. Tommies work it around. 10 to shoot, Connors. Pass inside for Bartley. Disrupted by the Seawolves, and it's Cripps to the front court. Griffin for Sprague. Sprague's got a seam. Sprague. Contact from Bartley. Forward up to 10 points for the Seawolves. Tommy's led by Connors with 12 and 8 rebounds. Another great stat line for Charlie Connors. He had just a great one against the Mystics here in the opening game of the Ken Gould. 29 points and 10 rebounds for Connors. Allward, the outlet pass right into the arms of a Tommy. Steeves doubled. Jump ball called. This will go to the Seawolves. Subs in. Ellie Collins in for SJ. Collins, a 6-foot forward, 4th year out of St. John. Sprague looking for Collins. Knocked out of bounds by Kylie Roy. Maybe a break there for the Seawolves. Thought from up here it looked like it last went off of Collins. Maybe not. Obviously not. Another pass inside for Collins, outside Sprague beyond the arc. 3 is good for Ava Sprague. Takes us back to an 8-point game. Remember, the margin was 31 last time these two teams got together. And the Seawolves already one more point than they had that entire game. That was 62-31 final. Of course, the rotations looked a lot different in that one. Coach Gagnon was going deep into the bench, experimenting with combinations, see what players worked well together. Blocked by Green, but it's Steves right there, 2 to shoot. Roy knows it, gets one away off glass and rim. Rebound for Green, ahead for Collins. Tough entry pass that time from Sprague, but the Seawolves control it. Sprague pulls the trigger again. Rebound weak side by Green, and she puts it up and in. Ainsley Green, I think, looking for a sub here as well. Saw the arms crossed, so it'll get Bailey Henderson off the bench. 6-point contest. Several green shirts looking to check in at the next stoppage. There's Hansen, got a step on Collins, but there's Cripps to knock the pass away. LeBlanc and Jeffrey in for Stu, and Bailey Henderson's going to come in for Ainsley Green. Katie Vedito as well for the Tommies. Gets waved in for Claudia Steves. Jeffrey going to work against Henderson, back out for Roy. Beautiful cut and drive, but Kylie can't finish that one. Ahead for Bailey Henderson, one-on-one. Henderson elects to jam on the brakes and run some offense, finds Sprague. Oh, nice delivery from Ava Sprague for Ellie Collins. Down to a 4-point game. SJ battled back here in the second half, but there's Vedito with another long one. That one only a 2-pointer. Big bucket for the Tommies, calmly delivered by Katie Vedito. Sprague, Cripps, Ellie Collins. Collins again, the big, puts the ball on the floor, and there are the Tommies jumping in for that. I think that move can work, but I think that has to be an immediate reaction to go. You can't wait, allow the Tommies to start that double and put that ball on the floor. We've seen that from Allward and Collins a little bit here in that high post position. Get that move to be immediate. Five to shoot. Jeffrey for Connors. They're not going to beat the shot clock. Seawolves dig in there to get a stop. Just when you thought the Tommies were pulling away, here comes SJ again. Showing a little toughness here. Lorena Prekai was looking for Collins in the post. Vedito again disrupted that. Katie Vedito could just impact this game in so many ways. Athletic, long, outstanding shooter, plays solid D. We saw it right there. Not quite back-to-back possessions, but nearly in the offensive end with a nice patient score, and then forcing a turnover on the defensive end. LeBlanc picked it up, back outside for Connors. 5 to shoot in the hands of Jeffrey. There's Vedito. Is it going to be another violation? No, Vedito gets that one off. Connors weak side rebound. And Vedito on the cut. Nice delivery from Connors to Vedito. Seawolves, I think, might have missed a block out on Connors on that weak side. Sprague for Collins. Collins loses the handle. We've got a foul. And out of bounds. What's the call? Out of bounds on the Tommies. 9 on the shot clock. 8-point differential, 14.3 here to go in the third quarter. Looking for Prekai. She slams on the brakes, and a little slide there. Henderson beyond the arc. That one doesn't drop. Out of bounds off of the Tommies with 6 on the shot clock. Pardon me, the game clock here in the quarter. Final 6 seconds of the third. Can the Seawolves get a good look here? Box set. Catch for the hands of Henderson. Henderson drives and draws a foul. It's going to be LeBlanc or Connors, one of them. It is LeBlanc. Now 2.2 on the clock. That's not a bad foul if you're the Tommies. Force another inbounds with less time. That's Sprague on the catch that time, gets it off. And that would have been good if it counted, but it was off the paraphernalia up top. We're getting the quarter 44-36 in favor of STU. That's an 8-point difference, but that's a quarter that SJ is going to win 14-9 over the Tommies. Best scoring quarter of the game for the Seawolves. They've been building 9, 13, 14. Tommies peaked in the second at 22. Game stats, Seawolves 36 points on 15 of 43 shooting, 3 of 13 beyond the arc, 3 of 3 from the line. The Tommies 44 points on 15 of 44, but 5 of 17 beyond the arc and 9 of 10 from the line. It's that 9 of 10 from the line making the big difference, plus 6 in the free throw shooting. Turnovers, the Seawolves 17, the Tommies 11. Total rebounds, plus 4 for the Tommies, 27-23. Assists tied at 9. Steals, the Tommies 1 more. Fouls, the Tommies a couple more. Bench points, 17-5 Seawolves. Individual stats, leading scorer for STU, now Katie Vedito with 13 and 3 rebounds. Charlie Connors, 12 points, 9 boards. Alyssa Jeffrey, 11. Roy, 3. Quinlan, 3. Hanson, 2. Round out the scoring for the Seawolves. Allward with 10 on 4 of 13. Ainsley Green, 6. Lorena Prekai, 5. Ava Sprague, 5. Cripps, 3. Griffin, 3. Henderson, 2. And Collins, 2. And it will be Seawolves ball here to start the fourth. Sprague, Griffin, Green, Henderson, and hiding in the corner behind the backboard that I can't see is another Seawolf player. See his play starts here, who that is. That is Jenny Cripps, number 3. There's Cripps receiving the ball for Griffin. Henderson sets the screen, rolls to the corner around the top for Sprague, into the post for Green. That's a nice work off the glass for Ainsley Green. Well defended, a nice rebound for Katie Vedito. Vedito, Connors, LeBlanc, Jeffrey, and Roy for STU, your starting 5. The starting 5 will be a lot for the Tommies this season, barring injury. Connors far side open, nice release. That one doesn't drop. LeBlanc fights for the rebound, but it's Griffin who pulls it away into the hands of Cripps. Sprague beyond the arc. That one won't bounce in, and there's Connors. Gets out the Windex, wipes the board for the rebound. Paige LeBlanc had a quiet game here thus far. Wide open in the corner, Jeffrey. That one doesn't go. Good closeout by Henderson. No call given on the shot release. Green, good look from 13 feet. Doesn't go. Rebound Henderson, back to Green. Nice passing play. Nice delivery from Bailey Henderson, and great cut by Ainsley Green. Like the position that Green is getting in for these shots for the Seawolves. Talking about good shot position. There's LeBlanc, who got right inside. Connors can't clean it up. Third attempt by Connors draws a foul. Ainsley Green says, I think that's my fault. No, goes on number 10. That's going to be Griffin. Allward's going to check in. Flopping warding, 9 Green. That's going to be that shot on the corner where Jeffrey went down as Henderson closed out. Connors, steady from the free throw line. That's who you want there if you're the Tommies. Excellent free throw shooter. And of course, as I say that, the Jinx is alive and well as we enter the regular season. Allward with the catch on Connors, directs traffic, moves the ball a little quicker that time. Results in a better shot. There's Allward with the reach side rebound. Puts it up and in for 2. Saw Connors do that at the other end. I think that might have been against Collins, and Allward returned the favor there for the Seawolves. Connors against Allward. Connors should have the foot speed match up there. That's Vedito again behind the arc. Nothing but Nyland for Katie DeVito. Griffin can't answer. Rebound, Roy. Foul on Allward. Under 7.5 minutes to go here in an 8-point contest. Thought at one point the Tommies were going to pull away from the Seawolves. Scrappy Seawolves team. Benito's been delivering though for Stu. There's another 2 points. That one in the paint. Sprague, baseline. Green tipped that one, but it's into the hands of Connors. Ahead for Jeffrey. Stu works it around the outside. Roy is open. That is off the paraphernalia up top. That's the strap holding up the backboard. That's the safety strap that time. Timeout. Stu, 6:41 to go in the fourth. 50-40, Tommies. Entertaining contest to start this ACAA women's season. What a season it's going to be. Teams are looking really good here. All the teams that were in this past weekend. That MSVU team, 3-0 in the Ken Gould. And thought I saw this week that they added Kaylee Coco to the roster. Adding another piece. If that's true. Thought I saw that online. Little check-in on the leading scorers in this one. Allward with 12. Green with 8. Lorena Prekai 5. Ava Sprague 5. Your leaders for the Seawolves. Katie Vedito all the way up to 18 to lead Stu. 7 of 12 shooting. 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. Don't know that I have the career high for Vedito, but that might be approaching it. LeBlanc in the corner. Taken away. Connors. Three-pointer rimmed out. Tough luck there for Charlie Connors. That's a couple for Charlie in this one that have been around and out. Foul on LeBlanc, 13. That's Paige LeBlanc's third. Sprague. Another one that rimmed out, and Kylie Roy on the rebound. Ava Sprague with the cut and finish. Gives Sprague 7 here in her ACAA debut. Good open for a rookie. There's LeBlanc, tries one short. Connors inside for the rebound. On Allward. Puts the Tommies up 10. Little plays like that are difference makers in the game, and Connors just had one there. Blocked that time, not sure who got it, but it's Connors out of the pack with the ball. Ahead for Roy in the corner is Vedito. Don't want to leave her open. She's going to drive baseline instead. Just left that one short, but there on the offensive glass. Reverse won't go. Third try for Vedito. She sends it back out top for the open Roy, who drains a triple. Very calm release that time by Kylie Roy. Just too many opportunities for the Tommies. 2 shots from Vedito, and it's the third one from Roy that goes in. Seawolves got a block out. And there's another takeaway from Allward by Roy, who lays that one off the glass too strong. Roy, second attempt and fouled by Allward. Seems every time the Seawolves battle back to get it close, the Tommies have a run. Suddenly we're up 13. We got a fire drill on the Tommy sideline. Looks like 5 substitutions coming. Got a timeout on the floor as this one looks to be getting away from the Seawolves a little bit. Another check of the leading scores, just to refresh here. Individual stats, Allward with 12, Green 8, Sprague 7. The Tommies, Vedito 18, Connors 15, couple good games there. A third starter, Arissa Jeffrey with 11. Jeffrey 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Tommies are 4 minutes and 37 seconds away from putting the win on the board to open the ACAA season. Be the first one in the league. Be all alone in first place in day one. Roy good on the first and the second. Roy, about 6 points a game last year. We'll be looking to build on that this season. So a fresh lineup for the Tommies. That's Steves pressuring the ball. Bartley, Quinlan, Hansen, and Geisbrecht. As Coach Connors went with the fire drill style change that time. Fresh 5. There's Allward out of the post. Gets that one to drop, and the and one for Avery Allward coming up. It's a nice deep catch for Allward. Tough to stop anybody. Let them get the ball quite that deep in the post. Allward converts. lead back to single digits. Giesbrecht out of Medicine Hat. Shout out if you're watching from the Hat. Steve's from Newfoundland. Hansen from right here in Fredericton. Seawolves don't like that call. Called by Dave Gallagher on the far side. That sends Michaela Hansen to the line. Call there, not in defensive position. Hansen makes the first. Hansen limited action last year due to injury, makes the second. The corner for Green. That's Sprague. Griffin, Sprague. Ainsley Green makes a triple. Boy, if Ainsley Green can develop that and those nice looks inside, that'll bode well for the Seawolves as they regroup under new coach Moira Gagnon this season. Tommy's up 9. Bartley, good drive there, but the Seawolves collapse and force the turnover. It was Elena Prekai who had a hand in that. There's Sprague out of the backcourt for Allward. Lorena Prekai's got a seam, nice kick outside. Green tries another three, that one well short and out of bounds. Fake and drive might have been an option there for Green. That's the second time Green's asked out here for a substitution. Sure, Coach Gagnon will be working on getting that fitness level up for Green. Comes Bailey Henderson off the bench. Henderson will check in here as the Tommies turn the ball over. Minor coming up next, men's action, these same two schools. And if you're a Tommies fan, between games, why don't you flip over, check out the hockey game on AUS TV. Remember, come on back for that men's game. We get started at 8. Tommy women in the hockey world are looking pretty strong this year. Should be fighting to host, to have home ice advantage in a playoff series. The way things are going. Running make there from Allward. .2:15 to go. There is Roy. Roy has it taken away on the reach in by Kate Griffin. Griffin blocked either by Vedito or Roy. Allward for Henderson. Henderson makes the three. Timeout Tommies. And we're suddenly back in a 6-point game. It's been a game of runs for sure. Looked at one point, the second quarter, the Tommies were going to take control. Seawolves battled back, and then the Tommies finished strong. Same in the third, and in the fourth as well. And we're in a 2-possession game after that 3 by Henderson. Now it's 2 3-pointers would be the 2 possessions. A little easier said than done. Same 5 back out for the Seawolves. Allward, Sprague, Griffin, Lorena Prekai, and Bailey Henderson. For Stu, it is the starting group. Roy, Jeffrey, Vidito, Connors, and LeBlanc. 2:01 to go. Could be a good finish here yet, particularly if the Seawolves can get a stop here. Tommies be looking for a good shot for a score. Vidito's had the hot hand. Connors, second leading scorer for Stu. There is Roy to the rim for 2 points. Nice delivery by Katie Vidito, who's going to pick up an assist on that play. Tommies +8. Tough margin now to overcome for the Seawolves. Needs stops. Shot wide, that time by Griffin. As mentioned off the top, one of the Achilles heels of the Seawolves last year. 3-point shooting, when you get down, you kind of got to shoot a few more of them to try to get back in the game. We could see Stu open this up if that's where the Seawolves go the rest of the way. Connors drive, nice step through by Charlie Connors, and scores 2, lead up to 10. Roy with the steal, blocking foul on Bailey Henderson. It's not a crisp enough connection on the inbound. Prekai's got to come back and make sure she catches that one. Henderson's got to make sure there's enough speed on that ball coming in that Roy can't get in and take that one away. Full credit, though, Kylie Roy and the Tommies. 63 points. That's around what the Tommies averaged in the Ken Gould, right around where I expect them to be most of the year. I'm sure they'll have a few games where they exceed that. And against a real tough defensive team, they may not quite get there. So probably know you're in for a defensive battle with Stu. Coach Connors will hang the hat on that, and that's an effort-based decision for sure. That's one thing you can control every time out is your effort on defense. Coach Connors will demand it, and he'll get it out of this crew as well. Veteran crew with lots to play for this year. Knocked out of bounds by Sprague, 49 seconds to go. Tommies are going to win this one and pick up the first win of the season. I think a minor miracle here now for the Seawolves. And certainly you have to, if you're a Seawolves fan or on the Seawolves bench, say, hey, last time we looked at the scoreboard, it was 62-31 final when we were here last time. But right now it's 63-53. We really closed 20 points in a week. A lot of that goes into the rotations last weekend. Lots of positives here for the Seawolves. Positives for Stu. You want to pick up that win. And you've responded every time the Seawolves have gone on a run. You've come back. So I have to like that from a Tommy perspective. Seawolves men and Tommy men are starting to milling about. They're up next. Sounds like there's a pretty good hockey game going on up the hill. Mount A up on Stu, 2-1. That's a bit of a trap game for the Tommies. Mount A, a tough job scoring, and last place in the league coming in. Tommies, the big game on the road tomorrow at X. Stu's going to focus on that one, come on back and get their points on home ice. Important points there against Mount A. .1 on the game clock. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Tommies will inbound. Watch for Vidito on the catch here off the screen. Oh, inbound for Connors instead. Inside off glass, she scores 2 over Avery Allward. That 21cc engine been running pretty good here in the second half for the Tommies. Between Connors and Vidito, both approaching the 20-point mark. Don't know that either will get there. Henderson misses the 3 that time out of bounds off of Griffin. Over to the Tommies with 17.2 to go. So probably, barring a turnover, be our final score, as the Tommies don't need to shoot here. 65-53. The ball over half, dribble it out. There's a turnover and score for Sprague. Instead, we've got a foul. And that will send STU to the line. Second on Sprague. Attempted steal when you're down. Have to be okay with that gamble. Jeffrey to the line. She's been perfect there the last I looked. I'll pick the phone up, give you the leading scores when we're done this one. So the Seawolves opportunity to get one more shot off. Sprague does behind the arc. That one's no good. Run down to your scores for the SJ. Avery Allward 17 points, 8 boards. Ainsley Green 11 points, 9 boards. Ava Sprague, ACAA debut with 7. Lorena Prekai 5, Bailey Henderson 5. Cripps 3, Griffin 3, Ellie Collins 2. Tommies, Connors with 19, Vedito with 18. Connors had 16 boards. Big double-double for Charlie Connors. Alyssa Jeffrey adds 13. Perfect 8 of 8 from the line. Kylie Roy 10. 4 in double figures. The fifth starter was LeBlanc, who was 0 for 5. Kayla Hansen adds 4. Kathleen Quinlan a 3. Player of the game for the Seawolves is Allward. And almost undoubtedly will be Charlie Connors with 19 and 16. It is Charlie Connors, the 21cc engine of the Tommies, picks up the player of the game. Vedito with a great game as well, 4 of 6 and 7 of 14 overall, 4 of 6 beyond the arc. 6 rebounds for Vedito. That'll do it here. We're putting 20 minutes on the clock. The men are already warming up. Come on back in 20 for men's action.